Maria, we miss you more than it seems we can bear. But we know God has you in his care. And we groan in anticipation of what God is doing and will have done when I hold you in my arms again. Sometimes I can't breathe. It hurts so bad. Everybody has loved on me, but the tears still come. I love you, my darling, Mommy. Choosing to see a true story about a young girl named Maria at the age of 4, written and told by her mother, Mary Beth Chapman, the wife of award-winning singer Stephen Curtis Chapman. Maria, would you like me to help you?
Mom, is it true that God has a big house?
Yes, it's true. God does have a big house.
Does it have lots and lots of rooms?
Yep, it has lots and lots of rooms.
Is there lots and lots of food?
Yes, the best food ever, and you'll never run out. And you know what else? God also has a big yard where you can play football.
Mom, how did you know?
Maria, are you learning a song in school about God's big house?
Yes, we are. Mom, I want to know more about God's big house. I want to go to God's big house. How do you get there? Can I go?
Oh my goodness, I thought. Here she is, 4 years old, and she's asking how you get to heaven. Maria, would you like to talk to God about this?
Yes!
Then she prayed in her own words, asking Jesus to come live in her heart and to take her to God's big house when it was time. It was so simple, so sweet, so real. One of the best memories that I'll carry for the rest of my life. It was a beautiful, warm spring day. My friend Grace came over. She was helping me pick colors for a bedroom I wanted to paint. As Grace and I walked up the steps, Maria was just ahead of us, giggling as I pinched her tiny butt all the way up the steps. When we got to the landing, Maria was already there, sitting next to an almost life-size doll, frozen in place, pretending to be a doll. Where did Maria go? I don't see Maria. Just this doll sitting here.
I'm right here, Mama!
Maria asked me if I could help her put on her Cinderella Barbie's little white gloves on. She stood for as long as that busy little body could wait while I worked and wiggled to try to get those tiny white gloves on her Barbie. Then she tore off to do something else. Finally, I managed to pull the tiny white gloves into the doll. Maria, I got Cinderella Barbie's gloves on her. No answer. She and her sisters were outside in the sunshine playing in the backyard. Maria wanted to hang from the monkey bars. Shirley tried to lift her, but she wasn't quite strong enough.
Yes! Here comes Will. He'll help you get up the monkey bars.
Will rounded the corner heading toward the garage.
Maria! Stop!
I was in the dining room writing a list. Suddenly I heard confusing noises. Screaming. But not the kind of screaming where you wait to hear if it's a false alarm. This was different. I jumped up and tore for the kitchen. Joey came running in from the back driveway. Will! Will, I ran with the car! I ran down the steps around the corner toward the driveway. Will was holding Maria, crying and pleading for her to wake up. Both of them were covered in blood. Mom! I hit her with the car! Call 911! Get your dad! Will was in shock. He couldn't dial 911. Later, we found his cell phone broken into a million pieces where he'd thrown it. I was screaming and pounding my fist into the ground, yelling for help, yelling for God to save her. Yelling for time to rewind. 911 was your emergency. The first thing we need to do is dispatch firefighter. The little girl's been hit by a car and it's really bad. My husband's working on her. Look, this is a drama situation. emergency room. We were walking in slow motion. I saw my brother Jim and his wife Yolanda, the Lipscomb family, Reggie and Karen Anderson, Kristen, Miriam Chesbrough, and several other friends. All of them were just standing there looking at us. A moment frozen in time. A hospital person staff came up to us. You need to come this way. No. No, I don't want to go that way, please, no! I knew in my heart that Maria was gone. But I was hoping that the lifeline team had been able to keep her breathing. I couldn't comprehend what was happening. They took us to a small room beyond the ER. They said that while they had done everything they could, Maria had in fact passed away. They walked us to the drama room where they had worked on her. She was just lying there, like she was asleep. Oh God, breathe life into Maria. Please, please bring her back to life. We've got to let her go, sweetie. It's okay to let her go. It's time to let her go. Somehow, in that unthinkable moment, it became clear to Stephen and I that we were standing at the very door of heaven, placing our little girl carefully in the arms of Jesus, desperately trusting that she would be safe there until we could come and join her. I asked for a few minutes alone with her. I wanted to hold her. I consciously gave her back to the one who had allowed us to have her in the first place. But then I felt stabs of guilt. Had I let Maria down? Was this my fault because I was busy? I tried to talk with God louder and louder as I heard the voice of the accuser become louder and louder inside of me. Finally, in all my tears and anguish, it was time to leave without my baby girl. Will asked if he could be alone with her for a little while. I stood outside the room, watching through a small rectangular window as Maria's hero and big brother leapt over her. As crazy as this seems right now, the only thing I can say to honor the life of my little girl and her terrible loss at this moment is to ask you, please don't miss this. We will all stand here one day and face eternity. If you don't know the one who can give you eternal life, his name is Jesus. You need to meet him. And you really need to meet my little girl in heaven. She's amazing. Maria, we miss you more than it seems we can bear. But we know God has you in his care. And we groan in anticipation of what God is doing and will have done when I hold you in my arms again. Sometimes I can't breathe. It hurts so bad. Everybody has loved on me, but the tears still come.